Oh, more stairs. Never ending. I still consider myself to be pretty fit, but I am blowing out of my arse, if truth be told. Oh my God, that is rather bracing, shall we say. Hello everyone, and welcome to a very, very sunny North Wales. The amazing thing is, well, when I left home this morning down in the southeast, it was thoroughly miserable, and it's not very often you can say that you've left the southeast in miserable weather and arrived in Wales with this sort of weather. At the moment, there's not even, well, there's a few little fluffy clouds in the sky, but that's about it. It just got better and better the further west that I went. Absolutely amazing. It's funny, I did see the weathermen sort of saying it was going to be good, and I almost didn't believe them. But there you go. You've actually got to trust the Met Office. They know what they're talking about most of the time. But anyway, I start my videos by saying where I'm off to, but can't do that this time. It's a bit of a secret until I get there. But it's a place that I've read a lot about, watched plenty of other people's YouTube videos, and it does look amazing. So the journey should take about an hour. Looking forward to it, and well, let's go on and enjoy it. Right, so I am not long into the walk, literally about 10 minutes, and already I pan around. Again, video never does it justice. I'm hit some stairs. It's reminded me of Jacob's Ladder in the Peak District, and I've just had a really nice chat with a nice couple that have just been all the way to the top of, well, again, I can't name the mountain because it will give it away, but a famous mountain that sits behind where I plan to camp later. And they were saying it was absolutely beautiful up there, and it was sheltered from the wind. So that's a result, because that's always the worry. If you're going up somewhere quite high, even low down, if it's not windy, you're going to get up there, and it's going to be blowing a hoolie. That's what we don't want. But anyway, I'll come back soon. But already I'm getting a little bit out of breath, carrying all this weight. That's the one thing about this. It always seems to be that the best camping spots are some of the hardest to reach. But we all know it's worth it. Hopefully this place will be as well. Oh, more stairs. Never ending. I'll have to report back at the end and let you know whether these stairs are any worse than, well, the Jacob's Ladder that I mentioned. We shall see. Oh, gonna stop for a well-earned break. Those people there show where I've got to go. Continues to go up. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm a mess already and out of breath. So this is not a bad place to stop, I reckon. I'll tell you what, the sound of that water is making me pretty thirsty, so I'm gonna have a bit of a drink. And then, I don't know if this is the right attitude, but push on as fast as I can, because I kind of think that the quicker you walk, the quicker that slog is over. I've made it. Oh, thank God. It's taken an hour to get up here, and it was, well, you know from the footage before, it was hard work. One of the hardest walks I've done for a while, but it's more than worth it. Don't worry, this is not the destination here. This is it's good, but it's nothing that amazing. This is what I've come for. Here we go. I'm sure you'd agree, this is quite the location. That man I spoke to lower down, he was right. I saw the videos, they looked amazing, but I tell you what, it looks all the better in the flesh. Now, I'm going to try and pronounce its Welsh name. If I'm wrong, please forgive me, I'm still working on the Welsh, and you feel, yeah, you can correct me. But I believe this is called Cader Idris, which is not far from the town of Llyn Cau. So I think I'm just about in Snowdonia, the southern end, but still in Snowdonia National Park, and you can believe it with the scenery. this is Cader Idris here. This is the mountain behind. It's about, I think it's around 893 metres. So no shabby height there. Plenty of people climb it, and there is a shelter at the top apparently. But I won't be going up there today. A bit too late. Probably won't be doing it in the morning either because I need to get back. But it gives a reason to come back, I suppose, in the future. But yeah, I've come for this lake. This is called, I believe, Llyn Cau or Llyn Cau. Again, please correct me if I haven't got the pronunciation right. But yeah, currently looking around for a camp spot. At the moment, this is the best I've found because it's fairly flat and one of the least boggy spots I've managed to find. So far, everything's pretty waterlogged. It's a nice day today, but there's clearly been a lot of rain recently. So I'm going to spend the next 15, 20 minutes or so just searching around to see if I can find a spot to pitch the tent. I'm not going to film me trying to do it because, well, the last time I did it, I put the poles in the wrong way round. It kept blowing over in the wind and there were quite a few swear words that came out of my mouth. So I think I'm just going to get the tent up and then film after that when I can finally relax with a beer and think about getting some food on. Right, I've stopped for a couple of minutes to enjoy this view because this is what I came here for, and I tell you, I've spent the last half an hour or so, rather than taking this in and watching the sun sort of gently slip behind the mountains with all the lights changing colour, what I've in fact been doing is wrestling with this bleeding thing here. I laugh, but I tell you what, it's been driving me mad. I don't know if it's just me, it probably is, but the one thing I really struggle with this tent, this is the OX Jackal 2. It'd be interesting if anybody else has this tent as well. I really struggle to get the poles in. You know, I'm not a weakling, I'm quite a strong guy, and I have to wrestle with all of my might to get the poles in. I guess that means they're not going to go anywhere once they are in, but it was just really, really hard work. And it's not even that windy. You know, if this was really, really windy, I'd be struggling even more just to keep the thing down and everything else. But I am relieved. I've got a tent, I've got the outer up now, and all I need to do is get the inner in. Well, there are some developments at the camping spot. Some good news, first of all. Have a look. The tent's finally up. I'm very, very pleased about that. It did take as long as I expected it would do. An absolute effort, but it's finally there. Looking at it actually, I'm hoping it's not going to get too windy because I've realised that being the plonker that I am when it comes to wild camping at the moment, I'm a bit of a novice. This is only my second one. And I've pitched it side onto the wind, which I think is something you probably shouldn't do. So yeah, fingers crossed, it's not going to get really, really blowy overnight. But the other development is, well actually, I think the last time I spoke, I said I was on my own. Typically, I think I shouldn't have said that because I now have some neighbours. I've just kind of gone to meet a couple that are a little bit further up from me, not too far away, but far enough so that we've got around a little bit of space. They seem really, really nice. And then there's a couple other sort of two blokes that have sort of camped a little bit further up from me as well. So yeah, it's I've never maybe going to have it to myself for the whole evening, but it doesn't matter. It's in a way, it's kind of nice again to know that I'm not completely on my own and that there's other people around as well. But anyway, enough of the moaning. Check out this. Look at that. It's yeah, this is as my girlfriend Louise said, this is golden hour now. A few clouds up there, but absolutely stunning. Right, well, I must apologise. It's a bit of a fast forward. I'm actually on to my second course with my dinner already. I actually enjoyed a chunky beef soup all the way from Asda as a starter. Tell you what, actually, I wasn't expecting great things. Pleasantly surprised. Pretty nice it was. And then, yeah, I'm on to my main course now. Well, actually, I'm, yeah, a good way through it. This is the tried and tested Wayfarer meals. I think the more I do the wild camping, I think I might actually sort of diversify and actually end up doing some like food from scratch. But this stuff, it's so easy. I mean, it's perfect for a novice like me. And yeah, I mean, it's actually really, really delicious as well. This one is, well, it's probably, I don't know if it's back to front in the video. It looks like it is to me. Moroccan style bean stew. And very, very nice it is indeed too. But I must say, actually, I nearly didn't get the main course because being the novice I am, everything was cooking fine. And I thought I was protected in my little porch area. But you can probably maybe see the wind behind me, sort of on the inside, even on the inner of the tent. It blew the whole stove, the whole stove over. Luckily, my tent didn't go up. That would have been absolutely catastrophic. But I lost all of the hot water and had to start again. But thankfully, second time around, all went fine. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of that, and I can relax afterwards, enjoy my second beer of the evening, and yeah, and a nice bit of dessert as well. Right then, it's just gone 10 and I've finally retreated to my sleeping bag. Now, I've not actually bought this one before. This is the Berghaus Transition and it has a comfort rating between sort of 2 degrees and -2. So I really am hoping it's going to be up to the job and I'm not going to be shivering in the middle of the night. I must be honest, sort of just sitting in here, even with all my layers on earlier, I was pretty cold, but I wasn't in this sleeping bag. I wanted to leave this until I actually went to bed so I could sort of feel the benefit from it. But yeah, we shall see. There's nothing I can do about it now. But it's not frosty outside, so it's the wind chill that makes it worse than anything. And obviously in here, I don't really have that. So as I say, fingers crossed, I'm going to be fine. But to be honest, I was outside again looking at all the night stars. What a beautiful way to spend the evening, just sitting out looking at those. Could have done it all night. But I suppose better get some sleep. Hopefully it'll be a good one. And I shall see you in the morning. Night, night. Morning, everyone. It's just before 6, and I've been awake for a little while actually because my bladder made me get up. Bloody thing! I really did want to get out of this sleeping bag. It is actually really toasty in here. I've not been too cold overnight. It's been the wind actually more than anything that's kept me awake. And no, before you go making any comments or any jokes, no, I didn't have any. Well, it wasn't the beans in the stew last night. It has been like really gusty. Typically, it's behaving itself right now. You wouldn't even know there was any wind at all. But yeah, I'd just be nodding off, and then there'd be like a really strong gust that would wake me up again. So the night's sleep has not been brilliant. But hey, I'm not going to complain about it. Kind of expected it for this time of the year. Right, time to move. Oh, look at this. That is not a bad view to start the day. Not bad at all. And just for now, the wind's completely gone as well. Right, so apologies for the awkward starting position. Looks like I'm about to race Usain Bolt in 100 metres. As you can see, the shoes are off, the socks are off. The ground is already cold. In fact, the ground's frozen. So I'm going to sample this water, see what it's like. But I'm guessing I might make quite a few high-pitched noises when I go in. I bet it's cold. Let's give it a try. Oh my God, that is rather bracing, shall we say? Oh my goodness me! I do not know how that wild swimmer was in this yesterday. I've only just gone in and my feet are numb. Oh, let's wake myself up. Oh. I tell you what, it's cold, but it's nice in a funny sort of way. Oh, I reckon that will do it. Let's get out and warm up. Now I'm finally getting some feeling back in my feet. I think it's time to take one last look at this amazing spot. So you just up there, I've just seen a couple of dots up there. The first summiters of the day. That is good going at this sort of time, about 8:30. I reckon if I can take somebody here in the future, maybe Louise in the summer, I know this spot will probably be really, really busy, but it will be lovely. Maybe like water, sliding water. Very experienced. I reckon it's time now to start heading back.
You said, let me tell you everything I've seen, the friends I've made, and then you tell me how you've been. Look a little closer, it's been quite some time. You gotta let me know if I'm out of line. But there's some words that I just wanna hear you say, to put it all straight before this night